Jordan Roberts. We're at the 2007 AFI Film Festival with Carl Reiner. You directed two of my favorite movies.
Which one?
Sibling Rivalry and That Old Feeling.
Oh, two of my favorites, too.
They were the greatest.
Oh, isn't that nice to know?
Yes.
I didn't think you were going to pick. They usually pick The Jerk, and oh, God, you picked my two favorites.
We are here with a brilliant Ellen Page. Ellen, you're a fearless actress. You take these roles that are so risky, and I know that when people watch you, they think you're fearless. Does anything scare you?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure things scare me, yeah. What scares me? Things totally scare me.
Yes, but this was like a woman wrote it, directed it, yet it was so much male energy and sex to it. Where does that come from you?
I don't know, just observing life, I guess.
Well, it's really nice to work with somebody like Tim Robbins, who always takes these daring, controversial type of roles.
Oh, yeah. We did a picture with us some years ago called Jacob's Ladder, which is a special movie, and he specializes in those kind of roles.
What I love most about your story is one of the themes. It's about how childhood ends and then ultimately we have to become adults and be responsible. Obviously, this was inspired. Was there a certain point in your life where you said, oh my God, I got to be an adult now?
I'm still working on it, and I'm 45 years old.
Did you ever have any awareness that you could grow to this level, that you could get through what you've gotten through physically and emotionally and spiritually and survive something like this?
I'm sure that if the kid I was back then came and met the man I am now, he wouldn't recognize me at all, because I think differently than I did back then, and I'm more concerned about people around me rather than myself.
How has your life changed since this happened to Thomas?
Oh. We have a lot of long days. I've changed my job. I work different hours now so that I can get done earlier and help Thomas out.
You are just about to meet James O'Shea, one of the stars of Kiss the Bride. This is Tori Spelling's fiance in the movie.
She was great. Tori was great.
People realize it's the little things that matter, that when you pass someone on the street, just a smile sometimes changes their day, because I know it changes mine.
And I remember you're the first host that ever would go into the audience and actually interview the audience members, which was symbolic of you wanting all people to have a say.
We're very proud of our program. We brought to our show a very radical idea called democracy.
We are here with Matteo Messina. He is the composer of Juno. Now, you've worked with Jason Reitman on Thank You for Smoking, correct?
Yes, I did additional music on that film.
How do you prepare? What is your first meeting like with a director when you're trying to decide how to score a film?
The first meeting is usually about finding the voice for the characters and finding the voice of the whole film. What's that feeling?
We are about to talk to John Landis. John was the director of Mr. Warmth, the Don Rickles Project documentary. He's about to come talk to us right now. What a lot of people don't know about John Landis is that he worked in the mailroom at 20th Century Fox and dropped out of high school in order to pursue his career in film. He went to Europe, worked as a stuntman, learned how to fall off of horses. We have John Landis here. We're at the 2007 AFI Film Festival. John is the director of Mr. Warmth,
Which I want to go see.
the Don Rickles Project. Did you come up with the title?
Yeah. Well, actually, it was called the Don Rickles Project. And Don kept saying, why is it called the Don Rickles Project? I said, because that's what it is. I'm doing a film about you. And Johnny Carson's the one who came up with Mr. Warmth.
Don, a lot of people don't know that you went to the American Academy of Dramatic Art, studied with Grace Kelly and Bancroft. You wanted to be a serious actor. At what point did you realize, oh my God, I got to do this comedy thing and be a legend?
Well, it's not exactly that. I wanted to go to the American Academy. Don't ask me how I passed that audition, but I did.
Clean the pots, shut your mouth, and clean. Very good. Sounds like something a Steve Buscemi character would say.
I like playing characters who are going through a struggle and who have problems.
We are about to interview Patricia Wedding and Ron Rifkin from Brothers and Sisters.
I write more than I act, actually, in terms of time, but people know me as an actress. So
one of the things I love about the show is its humanity and its political consciousness. How does it feel to be able to work on a show and have that experience artistically?
We look at each other. We're used to that being. I mean, Robbie Bates is the head writer, and he's our really close friend. And the consciousness of that is the way we live our lives.
What do you do every day to stay balanced so you can actually pull out that creativity consistently as you've done your whole career?
And certainly it's great to be appreciated by audiences and peers, but it has always been this absolute blissful place of doing work that matters.
Cal, what's next for you now that you've got this big movie out?
What's next for me? I'm actually writing a film with Cedric the Entertainer.
Nice.
And it's an action dance film. There I go dancing again, so it's going to be really cool.
Cedric's going to leave the dancing to you, I take it.
Yeah. He can cut a rug, though. He can cut a rug.
But I'm retired.
You retired. You're not retired. You're
No,
too
I
good
did.
looking. You can't retire.
I did.
What's the strangest thing that you've done in preparation for a role?
Well, I was the first nude actress ever in America in Sweet Eris in 1968, before Hair, before O Calcutta, to protest the war in Vietnam.
Hi, I'm Jordan Roberts, and we are here with Thomas Young. Thomas is the subject of Body of War. It's Phil Donahue's recent documentary. Thomas, you went to war to look for Osama bin Laden in Afghanistan. Instead, you went to Iraq. You were shot in the spine, paralyzed from the chest down.
Right.
What do you have to say if you could be in a room alone with President Bush? What would you like to say to him?
Where's Osama bin Laden? I thought we were going to smoke him out of his cave and bring him to justice. He seems to be further from justice now than he ever has been before.
What do you have to say about the injured veteran that comes back and all of the thousands and thousands of cases of the veterans having post-traumatic stress disorder? Do we have the psychiatric care in this country to be able to take care of all of these people who are going to come back all screwed up from the trauma that they've had to suffer?
We are spending $1.3 billion a week on this war.
I want people to know you're real people and you're not just people who come here and scream on a corner.
There you go.
Okay?
Appreciate
Okay,
that.
so maybe I'll get between you guys.
Okay.
There are a lot of gay people who have taken Jesus Christ into their heart as their personal savior. Now, do you feel that they will not be saved because they're gay?
Well, it's not my standard that we're going to be judged by. It's God's standard.
And I know that that is completely opposite of who you are. Can you tell me what your feelings are in terms of all of the people who say that gay people can't go to heaven, gay people can't be Christians?
If we were living according to what I think is really the heart and soul of who we really are, I don't think we would be excluding anybody.
Is there a parallel between the no biracial marriage and no gay marriage?
Well, I think there is, but obviously certain civil rights leaders don't think there is.
She also looks after our little baby boy and does
talented.
an incredible job. And she puts up with, like,
You have a baby boy, how old?
he's 14 months.
14 months. Do you have a picture? Would you please show?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we can zoom in on it. And this is Wolf. When people come through The Tonight Show, Craig Ferguson now that you're doing, how do you know somebody's it? What are the feelings you get when some new big one kind of pops in? And who has come through the last 10 years that you went, oh, they're going to be big?
The last 10 years. You can tell. You can tell within the first 3 minutes whether someone has it, but I have no idea how to describe it to you. But that's actually one of the things I'm pretty good at.
I found out you're on the honorary board of directors for the Matthew Shepard Foundation.
I am, and it's an honor just to be asked. Matthew Shepard affected my life in ways that I can't even explain, and his mother's become a good friend of mine, and they asked me to join the honorary board, so it's a real privilege.
Yeah, what do you feel that we can do as a community to raise awareness and to stop these kinds of crimes from happening in the future?
You know what? It sounds so simple, but if we could just stop for a second and realize that there's no difference between our gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender brothers and sisters.
Hi guys, so it's exciting. The red carpet, you look so spiffy, and look at you. This is a gutsy little outfit. I like it. You have fabulous hair. I mean, he's just the cutest thing. I just love this. You look so great for tonight.
I've seen you topless. Very nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I wanted to say, like, this woman has the worst breath, or this microphone has got shit on.
Will you say hi to CBS?
Hey, what's up, CBS?
Yes.
Jamie
Okay, well, thank
wait,
you so
is
much.
it the microphone?
Who better to pull this prank on than my dream prankster, the guy who has inspired me and taught me everything.
You saw how I went with it, right?
You did, because you're a professional.
But I was like, yeah, so...